Alright folks, so as far as Starch March goes, things are going good. This is the month of St. Patrick's Day. We're going to be eating plenty of greens for St. Patrick's Day. I got some Brussels sprouts over there steaming. And I got me some sweet potatoes, a couple of them here cooking. They ain't started boiling quite yet, but plan on consuming them as well. Already ate me one of these here beautiful bananas this morning. But you know, food like this is sky's the limit, right? Sky's the limit. And finished off a bowl of regular potatoes that I had left over in the refrigerator from the other day. They were a garlic style potato. I mean, I had them mashed up with garlic. But yeah, I'm gonna try to eat kind of simple. Lower protein sources, definitely starchy sources such as this banana, such as that sweet potato, such as regular white potato, along with vegetables like them Brussels sprouts that it looks like they're almost done. Just in time too, because I'm out of banana. Well, would you look at that? My steamed Brussels sprouts are already done. Look at that. Look at that. Done. Let's see here. Let me put a little bit of this knockoff brand Mrs. Dash that you get from Aldi's, this garlic and herb on them. A little bit of, you know, extra flavor without the sodium. Because we will get some sodium from this here Heinz Chipotle ketchup that I'm also going to use on there for flavor. Very low in the fat, very low in the protein, very low in the calories. If you can find it still, it's getting harder to find. I think they're about to discontinue that Chipotle ketchup, but we'll enjoy it while we got it. Ooh. So, little banana, a little extra potassium from the Brussels never hurt nobody. Ooh, those bad boys is hot. So I looked it up, and it said Jesus was not very likely to have eaten Brussels sprouts, but he would have more than likely had chances to eat cabbage. So this is why I'm focused on the more modern Mediterranean plants instead of the traditional biblical, because a lot more has been added that I think is great choices for today's modern day Mediterranean style. McDougal low fat approach. Starch flexing, you know. We are on the lower protein side of things right now. Not zero protein, low protein, low fat. Moderate sugar. Moderate sugar. That's good right there. I could eat that all day long. I love me some Brussels sprouts. Wow. That Chipotle ketchup got a little bite to it. Let me know in the comments. You like Brussels sprouts? A lot of people don't like them. When I was younger, I didn't like them. But as I got a little older, I loved all kinds of cabbage, different varieties of cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower. So I just came back into my own with it. And you can eat a ton of Brussels sprouts. I mean, there's 5 servings of Brussels sprouts in there, 35 calories per serving. Just for giggles, what kind of protein we looking at here? 3 grams of protein. So, yeah, I guess there's never really a need to raise the protein greatly, huh? A lot of this food just has it naturally. So 2 bananas, 3 servings of Brussels sprouts, and when I get done, I'll have at least one of those sweet potatoes for dessert. Something about a bunch of Brussels sprouts kills satiety. I mean, it satisfies you in a big way. Like little plant balls. Perfect. Nature's perfectly little made plant balls. What's that killing plant nonsense about? If you didn't pick this out of the ground, cook it and eat it. Something else is going to come along and eat it, or it's going to wither away in the weather and die on its own. What's the coping mechanisms around that stuff? Stop it. Just eat your fruits, veggies, and whole grains, like latchkey. I mean, I've maintained all my weight loss results and still going. We're on that starch flex protocol right now, folks. Start flexing right now. Ooh, I'm getting a little satisfied now. Just in time too, because I'm on my last piece of Brussels. Try to get as much of that ketchup on there as I can. That's good all day long. I don't care who you are right there. Man. Alright, so it's been a little while since I ate my Brussels sprout dinner. So I made me some garlicky mashed potatoes, I guess you'd say, with a little oat milk. And not eating those alone, I'm sharing those with the wife, but oh yeah, I'm gonna be eating a lot of those in the month of Starch March, for sure. Well, that was yesterday. We're already one day through Starch March. Everything seemed to go pretty good. Trying out the new protocol that I just invented in my head, seeing if it works. Lower protein scale, only getting the protein through the vegetables itself, such as the Brussels sprouts, which was 4 grams of protein per serving. So yeah, we got a lot, good amount through the Brussels, and I had to do a better job at determining what was in all those potatoes that I ate. I ate a lot of potatoes and a couple of bananas. So needless to say, I ate healthy, I ate good, I ate decent. That's what I like. You know, that was the message that I liked at the beginning of all of that sugar diet stuff. You know, you could eat in a healthy way. You know, you didn't have to go around being hungry and stuff like that. And it was just working great. You know, until it wasn't. Which I suppose it could still work, but hits you in the teeth. I know that for a fact. I'm not the only one that said it. There's been a lot of influencers who took it on, said the same thing. So I don't feel like I'm the Lone Ranger in that. So exploring deeper into it, last year I got curious. You know, I wanted to change up. You know, I wanted something that would still work, you know, and yield similar results. But you know, I tried to do it through 90 style low fat. I tried to follow along in the direction the wind was blowing when everything started to unravel around the unhealthiness involving the sugar diet. I said there's got to be a better way, a more healthy way, and led me down a rabbit hole into McDougall, Starch Solution, and here we are. Putting it through the test. Alright, so moment of truth time, day 2. Weigh-in. So I'm probably not gonna be doing weigh-ins every single day, but I'll do a few every now and then like this, you know, maybe multi-days in a row.
Hello. Please step on the scale.
But we got to know if it's working, right? Yesterday we were 254.6.
Your weight is 251.4 pounds.
$251.4. Things are looking better already. Things are looking better already. So we'll continue on with day 2. We'll go on with the starch solution. You know, we'll try some more lower protein things, you know, today, and see if we can get down to get the weight that we gained back off, you know, back down to the 248. Everybody under the sun, no matter which diet you do, experiences some weight gain on the refeed. Nothing new. I think people are really starting to get used to that concept by now, because I didn't really hear a whole lot of negative about the weight that increased on that scale. You know, because sometimes, you know, people really jump at that opportunity. So really, nobody jumped. I was actually surprised. I guess people are starting to learn out there not to bet against latchkey, right? I mean, there's other fish obviously in the sea that you can go fry for that very thing, but I'm hoping to put something in place for people, you know, who, you know, don't want to go through such extremes for weight loss. I mean, I like to do it in a healthy way, you know, through some moderate exercise, light to moderate exercise, you know, such as my walking, such as some dumbbell workouts, you know, some simple body calisthenics, things like that. Those are the type of things that I want to get back going as soon as I can, you know, still in the healing process. Still can't, you know, do a whole lot of heavy lifting, and I guess I got maybe 4 more weeks of that. 4 more weeks of that. But, you know, I still have been doing some light stuff here lately, you know. I just can't help it. You know, while I'm sitting still, you know, just making sure I don't, you know, put a lot of pressure in that waist, you know, making sure it's about the arms only, you know, if I can just lay them, relax them on my legs and mess with the dumbbells a little bit. I'm not really putting a lot of weight against any of the midsection where the surgery took place. So, yeah, things are going good. Things are going real good. I couldn't be more happy, more pleased with the result. You know, we're already put 3 pounds back off, you know. Heading right back to that 248, that low for last month. Moving in a very fast way. We got a protocol in place where we're gonna get out of those 240s. We're gonna get into those 230s by the end of the month. I'm hoping, or at least, you know, on the bottom end of the 240s would be fine with me. It doesn't matter as long as, you know, it's moving. It doesn't have to move fast, just in a healthy way to where, you know, it's not considered, you know, dangerous. You know what I mean? That's the message that I think. I think that was the message, you know, that, you know, the sugar diet really had about it. You know, you could do some nice food routines and still be able to drop weight. You know, it was like the perfect storm, the perfect situation. FGF21, let's talk about that a little bit. I see a lot of keto influencers claiming FGF21 for themselves, you know, through fasting. Yeah. Compared to, you know, and the thing about the fat fasting is it's a low protein concept, is all it is. There's nothing nutritionally sound about eating any of that fat. Nothing. Nothing at all. And it's not sustainable. It's more sustainable to eat bananas and Brussels and some oatmeal and some potatoes and stuff, you know, and increase your FGF21 levels through methods like that. In fact, what's it say about potatoes? Let's see. I know sweet potato and regular potato both increase FGF21. And here's the thing they're saying. Oh, keto has been around. FGF21 is in its infancy. but if you suck on a butter popsicle, you get the benefits of both. Baloney. 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 Yeah. Try that for the rest of your life. See how sustainable and where that gets you. Go ahead. They don't want to talk about, you know, getting it through fruit or any kind of veg. They don't want to talk about, you know, the effects of FGF21 through that. Because that destroys their entire plot and that narrative that they've been working on for years now. Here this new thread is coming in. And the main drivers of it ain't even driving it no more. I mean, geez, come on, folks. This is for the plant people. Start talking about it. Or lose it forever. to a world that obviously doesn't deserve it. It doesn't work. Potatoes as a high carbohydrate, low protein food can help induce fibroblast growth factor 21, a metabolic hormone linked to improving insulin sensitivity, increases energy expenditure and longevity. The liver releases more FGF21 in the response to dietary protein dilution. Lower protein, higher starch. Lower protein, higher starch. Lower protein, higher starch. To manage energy, which can aid in weight maintenance. So, the potato diet, anyone? Key findings on potatoes and FGF21. Low protein, high starch, trigger. Research indicates that diets high in carbohydrates such as starch from potatoes. It's not just about the sugar anymore now, is it? That starch, you know, has a similar effect, you know. Don't hit you in the teeth quite as bad either, I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that from experience right now. Low protein, high starch. Trigger. Research indicates that diets high in carbohydrates such as starch from potatoes and low in proteins significantly increase FGF21 levels, which in turn helps the body to burn more energy. If it helps the body to burn more energy, then you can understand why walking and FGF21 induced go hand in hand. The more intense activity, it also goes hand in hand. But with walking, you can do longer stretches of lower intensity exercise for longer periods of time. If you don't think that matters, get you a watch that measures heart rate, and you can see the increase in the heart rate and how long it lasts, and while you're actually doing the walking until it starts to, level off, come back down, then you have really, really generated a benefit from all of that. And about the watch, I've had someone tell me recently, oh, well, your watch is wrong. You need to get a more expensive watch, like one of those Apple watches or one of those Samsung Galaxy watches, There's this is the same person that I had to watch conversation with after, realizing, they were in a losing battle, was telling me how off the brand of watch I got with, which is Fitbit, by the way. Kayla Cox, here on YouTube, has a channel called 6 Miles to Supper. Started off with Fitbit watches that were not as technical as the one I have now, and wrote books on the weight loss. It's a tool. You use a tool long enough, even if the tool is broken, if you know the tool inside and out, then and you can make it work for you, then that is the only tool you need. I know this one inside and out. I know the calorie burn on it, hitting around 4,000 calorie expenditure within a day through heart rate measurement alone yields results in which, the scale either comes to a standstill or it drops, depending on my calorie intake. And digestion also plays a role. Don't let that escape anyone's attention. Digestion plays a role, because you can eat lower calories of food like that is gluten rich, or even like red meat, for instance, that takes longer to digest and get out of your system. Why do you think carnivores have such a hard time on the scale? Because red meat's slow digesting, doesn't leave your system immediately. Gluten can also exacerbate that, and take a little longer to get the scale down. Probably that's what I'm going through a little bit of right now from having gluten, the day before yesterday. So, and I had a lot of it, more than usual anyway. So, body's still processing that through. So, takes a few days to get out of your system, is what I'm saying. Don't forget, digestion plays a role. It plays a big role in it. All right, mechanism of action. Increased FGF21 acts as a that's one of them trigger words YouTube don't like. I'm trying to think of a word around it. FGF21 acts as an absentee of no kind of food, if you catch my drift, or stress signal promoting the oxidation and fatty acid boosting metabolism and decreasing liver fat. Cool. Don't want that liver fat. Don't want that liver fat, folks. Longevity and health. That sounds like a very important little intro into this little message to me to read to you right now. Longevity and health. Elevated FGF21 is associated with better metabolic health, including improved insulin sensitivity and potential life extension. Now, if you want that standard American pookie diet, then yeah, you ain't gonna care about, you know, extending your life at all, or what it takes to get it done either. But hey, that's on you. Dietary context. While high carb foods like potatoes can raise FGF21, the effect is most pronounced when the overall diet is low in protein, i.g. a plant-based or Mediterranean style diet. You know, kind of like Jesus. It is Lent season. It is Lent season. Can't argue with Jesus. All right, folks. That's all I got for this video. Time to get day 2 started. Tell me what you think down in the comments. And that's all I got for this one, folks. So I want to tell the next one. You folks have a good one.